In a museum in England, there's a chair bolted to the ceiling, not hanging as decoration, bolted there to save lives, because everyone who sits in it dies. 1702. North Yorkshire, England. A man is being dragged to the gallows. His name is Thomas Busby. Murderer, drunk, counterfeiter. But before they hang him, he makes one final request. One last drink at his favorite pub, in his favorite chair. They grant it. Busby sits down and takes a long drink, staring at the chair beneath him. The guards tell him it's time. He stands up slowly, turns to face everyone in that pub, and screams a curse so violent, so filled with rage, that witnesses said the air itself turned cold.
May sudden death come to anyone who dares sit in my chair.
Here's why he was so angry. Busby had arrived at his pub to find his father-in-law, Daniel Audie, sitting in that chair, his chair. They argued and Busby threw him out of the pub, but that wasn't enough. That night, Busby grabbed a hammer, walked to Audie's house, and beat him to death. He tried to hide the body in the woods, but they found it the next morning. And now, on his way to die, Busby makes sure his chair will kill forever. After Busby was hanged, they left his body swinging at the crossroads right outside the pub for months as a warning. The pub changed its name to the Busby Stoop Inn. A stoop is the post they hang bodies on. And the chair, it stayed exactly where Busby left it. For almost 200 years, people whispered about it. But the first documented death? 1894. A chimney sweep, after a rough day at work, came in for a drink. All the seats were taken, except one. He sat in Busby's chair, had a few drinks, and stumbled home. They found him the next morning hanging from the same spot where Busby's body had been displayed 200 years earlier. 1943. World War II is raging. Canadian airmen were stationed near Thirsk, flying bombing missions over Germany. The Busby Stoop Inn becomes their favorite spot. Young pilots, invincible, fearless. They'd heard the legend, and they thought it was hilarious. They started daring each other. Sit in Busby's chair. Prove it's just a story. One by one, they did. None of them came back. Not a single pilot who sat in that chair returned from their missions. The locals noticed and begged the airmen to stop.
Don't sit there, the curse is real.
But when you're 22 years old and about to fly into enemy fire, you don't believe in curses. You should. The war ended. The deaths didn't. 1968. Two Royal Air Force pilots walk into the pub. Both sit in the chair, laughing, taking photos. They leave and get in their car. 3 miles down the road, they hit a tree at full speed, both dead instantly. 1973. A builder is working nearby and his co-workers dare him to sit in the chair. He does it and grins. See? Nothing happened. 4 hours later, he falls through a roof, breaks his neck, and dies before the ambulance arrives. Same year. A cleaning woman is mopping the floor, exhausted, and doesn't notice which chair she's sitting in until someone screams at her to stand up. Too late. 6 weeks later, brain tumor. Dead within 3 months. And here's the one that changed everything. 1978. A delivery man stops at the pub and drops off beer in the cellar. He sees the chair sitting there. Hey, is this that cursed chair everyone talks about? He laughs and sits down. Too comfortable to be cursed. He gets in his van and drives exactly 4 miles. Head-on collision, dead at the scene. The pub owner, Tony Earnshaw, had seen enough. That same day, he called the Thirsk Museum. I need you to take this chair, now. But you have to promise me something. Hang it from the ceiling. Make sure no one can ever sit in it again. The museum agreed. They suspended it 5 feet off the ground, bolted to the ceiling, out of reach. Even maintenance workers aren't allowed near it. And since 1978, since the chair was hung up, not a single death. In 2005, a furniture historian examined the chair, Dr. Adam Bowett. He found something impossible. The chair had machine-turned spindles, which didn't exist in 1702. They were invented in the 1840s. The chair in the museum can't be Busby's original chair. It's 138 years too new. So what does that mean? Either the original chair was replaced sometime before the 1894 death, and the curse transferred to the new one. Or every death since 1894, every pilot, every builder, every delivery driver was sitting in a chair that was never cursed at all. Think about that. If the chair isn't Busby's, then what killed all those people? Coincidence? 60 deaths from coincidence? Or did Busby's rage, his final words, somehow attach to any chair that sits in that spot? Did the curse become about the place, not the object? The chair still hangs in Thirsk Museum. Thousands of people visit it every year. Some laugh, some take selfies beneath it, some just stare. Museum staff report strange things. Lights flickering near the exhibit, temperature drops, a feeling of being watched. In 2005, a cleaner was adjusting the display. She didn't sit in the chair, but she brushed against it, made it swing. Hours later, severe allergic reaction. Hospitalized, almost died. The museum has received thousands of requests over the years. Let us sit in it, for science, for proof. Some people have even threatened legal action. The museum's answer? Absolutely not. Because here's the thing they won't say out loud. The thing that keeps them awake at night. What if the curse wasn't about sitting in the chair? What if it was about any chair in that pub becoming cursed? When the museum took Busby's chair, they left all the other chairs behind. The pub closed in 2012. The building still stands. And somewhere inside, in that same spot where Busby cursed his chair, is another chair. For over 300 years, that curse has killed pilots, builders, random strangers. And it only stopped when they made it impossible to sit. The chair hangs in the museum today, waiting. Some say if you stand beneath it long enough, you can hear it creaking, even though there's no wind. Thomas Busby died in 1702, but his rage, that's still very much alive. Videos like this take a very long time to create. Subscribe to support more deep dive horror stories.